The Partnership and Local Right Program is a program that is initiated from ActionAid International, and is a child-focused kind of program because the funding comes through the child sponsorship. So for the Partnership and Local Right Program, currently we have funding from Italy and UK, and this money is kind of collected as a pool and used for the development of the child.
Our work in Kaduna State started with Zangon Kataf local government, and then we have a non-governmental organization called Youth Seat, which is the Youth in Action, and we work in about 10 communities. We had partnerships with the local vendors, local engineers, including the army engineers for the physical projects that we have done in the state. There was the first assessment that brought out the issue of education of children, and then so the first set of the program focused on education.
The LRP core areas of intervention cut across agriculture, education, governance, health, human security in emergency, and women's rights. The partnership with UTSAID spanned across 10,000 Kaduna communities in 10 years, with more than 1,500 youth benefiting.
Through UTSAID, quite a number of projects were carried out within our community. Community here, I mean the Baju Chiefdom. My own home village benefited directly. They helped us to expand our health clinic by constructing a block, which now became the main clinic. And within around the same period, a school was established in the next community, which has now grown to be the technical college, a government technical college, Abit.
At the time we concluded work in southern Kaduna, we have trained more than 1,500 youth who are equipped with hand skills, including carpentry, vulcanizing, and home economics, many other skills. Because one of the physical projects that was done in southern Kaduna was a technical education center. And I'm very excited that after Action Aid works in that place, the advocacy skills of the young people supported by UTSAID have secured even a kind of partnership with government. They are able to secure contracts directly from the government to build and rebuild the school, and that particular center has expanded, accommodating more than 3,000, 4,000 youths. And it is really making sure that supporting youth education and development in the local government and the state in general.
In 2007, Hope for the Village Child started as the second LRP partner in Kaduna State. Their activities spanned across 8 communities.
When we started, we were in 8 communities, and most of at that time we started with women's rights activities. Apart from the child's message collections, we do program around women's rights, and some of the activities that we are doing at that particular time is setting up cycles like the peer education cycles and other cycles that will interact with the community, and subsequently we have paralegals as cycles that will work with the community. And some of the issues identified at that particular time is non-inclusion of women in the decision making, and then women doesn't have voices in the community to air their view.
Early marriage, molestation, female genital mutilation, and gender-based violence are some of the traditional practices and norms women had to contend with. In Pambawa, When issues that are of importance to the community are to be discussed, women were never carried along. Women were also disregarded when sharing inheritance. Using the peer education circle and paralegal structures, a major success was recorded. Their status changed from being the voiceless in the society into a force to reckon with.
Kaduna, one of the things I'm so proud about Kaduna is in terms of the women leadership. You know, there's a woman who was given the title of Magajia, and she has gone from different communities, meeting chiefs, to also instill because of the positives that they have gotten from their community. You know, that has also helped in Kaduna State.
Da ana sai in aka samu ko saura haka sai a ce ba ruwan mace. Sai da sai da shi ne sai a sai da shi mazan su raba kuɗinsu. In suka raba kuɗinsu ba ruwansu da mata. Yanda muka samu yankinmu a yanzu haka, da sai da saura na gado aka raba yanzu da mata. A wurin ne mun samu yankinmu. In mace ta haifu yara, in maza ne sai mai gidan ya rike. In mata ne sai mai gidan ya ce ba ruwan shi da matan. Da sai muka zauna mu mata mu yi wannan magana sai muka tattauna sai na gani ana danna hakinmu ne a wurin. Sai muka kwace hakinmu yanzu da 'yan mata da 'yan maza duk maza suna hada su yanzu yana tafiya da su ɗaya ya zama daidai yanzu.
The last time I visited one time, she said even the cases of divorce has reduced in the community because initially the disagreements that would have been would have been escalated to separation were managed because the level of understanding of the woman has improved, and then that peace building that is coming into the community between the men and the women has improved.
The very distant community of Ongwamenasara qualifies in every sense as far and hard to reach. The closest community from here is an hour drive. This rice farming community will have to travel not less than 2 hours to mill their farm produce. Social issues began when wives would have to pass the night in neighboring communities just to keep their rice milling turn. Thanks to the LRP, through which the social chaos was mitigated, a milling machine was donated to the community. This soon met competition that reduced patronage, thereby making the cost of maintenance unbearable.
So abin da ya faru mun sayar da injin din. Akwai shi a nan a can, akwai shi a can, akwai shi a hanyar mu guda biyu. Da sai muka gani mu imu da nan, kuma shi yasa mun ce to in ba zai jawo mana kudi yanzu ba, domin mu kanmu ne nan an yi namu an yi kenan. Kuma ko an je yana wani wuri tunda kowa yana da shi ba a samu. Shi yasa mun ce to mu sayar da shi sai mu yi kasuwanci da shi. Idan mun saya, mun sayar da kudin sai mu sa ɗan riba akan banda wanda za mu sa akan argihunmu. Hai mu dan sa shi a sama, kudin ya je sama mu kuma muna ci a kasa. Shi yasa mun sayar da inji.
They had to sell the machine, the proceeds of which was used as revolving loan, with some fractions used to fund the community school. The impact on education varies from advocacy for teachers, SBMC, school structures, provision of furniture, as well as construction of toilets.
We were able to work with the SUBEB. We were able to work with agencies like that because our focus was on education, for example. So on education, we were able to cooperate a lot with SUBEB in terms of the schools, what is happening, the placement of teachers, the setting up of the school-based management committees and that type of thing.
So the collaboration between Kaduna Subeb and Hope for the Village Child is in the area of education. We have been collaborating with Hope for the Village Child for a very long time. To my understanding and to my knowledge, they have constructed some classroom accommodation in some of our rural and hard-to-reach communities. Communities like Pambawa, Gwaraji, Panzarto, Pauko, and what have you. Those are the areas they have intervened in. And also they have intervened in some communities around Chikun local government area.
Bawa Tunko missed out on education. In his time, attending school for most communities required crossing River Kaduna to access school in Gwaraji community. His joy today is the school in Rafinkara with 175 registered students.
1986 muna magana makaranta yadda za mu yi mu samu makarantar kanmu a nan domin mu zauna ‘ya'yanmu su yi makarantar, to sai haka bai samu ba. Yara kuma da su je daji su yi farauta su je su yi wasa a ruwa, wani lokaci ka ji ruwa ya kama mutum, ruwa ya kama yaro, to abin ya sake dame mu. To muna nan sai mun samu labari Action Aid na suna taimako. Mun ce ta aiku mu ba mu san Action Aid ba, sai jakaran da ta shigo mana, da ta shigo sai muka nuna bukatanmu, da mun nuna bukatanmu cewa mu ba mu da rijiya, aka za ka yi mana rijiya. Ta daga rijiyan kuma sai muka samu wayana mutane suka hada mu da Action Aid, da sun hada mu da Action Aid, to shine bukatanmu na fari a wajen Action Aid shine makaranta. Mun ɗauka nauyi cewa za mu dinga ɗiba yashi, mata kuma sun ɗauka alkawari su ma za su dinga duk ruwan da za a bukace shi za su ɗiba shi. So haka aka yi har aka zo aka gina makarantar nan. Da aka gina makaranta sai yara tun yara suna guda 50, yanzu yara a lokacin nan tun yara suna guda 50 a lokacin, to yara sun zo sun karu sun zama da yawa. A yanzu ma muna da yara wajen 175 ne, 175 wanda muke da su a makarantar.
Thanks to LRP, many lives have been saved from drowning in the tributaries of River Kaduna. In the duration of intervention, the level of impact was enormous, but not without a concern for sustainability. At a personal level, beneficiaries have a lot to say in confirming the sustainability of their achievements. However, one that stands out is the creation of IFAS, a body saddled with the responsibility of bringing together stakeholders from the various government parastatals for the continuous check and balance.
You know, even though the LRP, as LRP will move out, we will not move out. We're still there, and we will still be working with the communities. We will still be supporting their efforts. So when they come to us and they need any assistance, we will continue to help them.
The Inclusive Forum for Accountable Society is informed by the gaps that continue to exist in service delivery. We realize that in most of the communities, despite all the work that we have been doing beautifully, people are taking responsibilities, but you find out that the response of the government in understanding the issues and then going down to the communities was very, very low. So we felt that beyond the level of advocacy that people are doing as a community, there is need to first network the communities to identify those who have issues of like-minded issues, and then supporting them to document these issues now so that they are better presented.
IPAS, the forum, we had so many agencies of federal, state, and civil societies. We're all coming together to make it up. IPAS. IPAS is not just people coming from this, we are all together. So long as you have something to provide to those people that don't know how to come and get it from you, then we are there to provide it for you as a group. So now, if if the supporting body is going, so IPAS is coming to stay. So other agencies that are there with IPAS definitely going to work.
With over 2 decades of intervention in 18 direct communities, no doubts, grounds have been covered as lives were made better.
To ina so in gaya maku nagode kwarekwa saboda ku kunzo kuntamikemu kuma su masu yin kauyuka suna jin daɗi da ku saboda kun ba su kyauta sosai, kun ba su ilimi, kun ba mu kuma ilimi saboda wannan mun gode maku.